Chelsea Manning has filed to run for Senate as a Democratic candidate in Maryland, but such a run subjects Manning to prosecution for violating Pentagon regulations on political activities, according to former military lawyers. Manning, the transgender soldier who spent 7 years in prison for leaking more than 700,000 sensitive documents to WikiLeaks, recently filed paperwork with the Federal Election Commission and is seeking the Democratic Party's nomination for the Senate seat in Maryland currently occupied by Democratic Senator Ben Cardin, a two-term senator. In a Thursday tweet, Manning posted a certificate of candidacy obtained from the Maryland State Board of Elections, an important and required step in the process of running for Senate. One of the lines of the certificate states, "I am a registered voter and a citizen of Maryland and meet all other requirements for the above-listed office." As the Army confirmed to the Daily Caller News Foundation in September 2017, Manning remains an active-duty soldier, albeit on excess leave and in a non-pay status while his appeal of a general court-martial for violating the Espionage Act and other orders is underway. And as ABC News noted in May 2017, Manning must remain in an active-duty status while the appeal process continues. So as reported by the DC, Manning was originally sentenced to 35 years in prison, but then President Barack Obama commuted the sentence as one of his last acts in office, freeing Manning from a military prison in Kansas. Drew Brenner Beck, retired Army Judge Advocate General and President of the National Institute of Military Justice, told the Daily Caller News Foundation that on the face of it, Manning is prohibited by Department of Defense regulations from running for office while serving in an active-duty capacity. The only exception is if Secretary of Defense James Mattis grants explicit permission, a power that cannot be delegated by a secretary to anyone else. Victor M. Hansen, law professor at New England Law and former military lawyer, also agreed that Manning's run for office is legally prohibited and could result in prosecution. It's prohibited for the obvious reason that you don't want someone serving two masters on active duty, Hansen stated. But in Manning's case, it's less of a concern, because she's on excess leave. She has less connection with the military than GOP Senator Lindsey Graham did when he was an Air Force Reserve Judge Advocate General and certainly less than Army Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster does while serving as National Security Advisor to Donald Trump, he said.